All right, so let's begin. So let's begin. Find your way onto your seat. Sit tall and straight and supreme. Close your eyes. Go inward.
Justine, we cannot see you.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe
Thank
that
you.
could be a problem.
Thank you. Oh, that's a good thing to know. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's begin. Sit tall and straight. Close the eyes. Bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you are everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we acquire a strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering, and may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So let's do the Bija mantras. So think of each energy center that each of the main energy psychic channels, Sushumna and Adi, as gateways to pass the energy right up. So in order for the energy to rise, that trigger is the strict adherence to the ethical precepts, the yamas and the niyamas. And when we're in strict adherence and when we have that 100% devotion and attention on God, eventually that energy will release and come up. So in order to allow for that, we open up all those gateways along the way. So it's one bija mantra for every chakra, and so you picture the color and the sound at each of those centers. Okay, so it's repeated 7 times in 7 tones in 2 sets. Starting at the base, the spine, Muladhara. Lam 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 lam. Repeat. Lam 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 lam. Go now to the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. Color is orange. Sorry, I forgot to mention the first one is red. So I should do the red one again, so just to visualize colors. Sorry about that. Lam 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 lam. Everybody. Lam 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 lam. Next, Svadhisthana, orange. Bum 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 bum. Vam, 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 vam. The navel now, Manipura, yellow. Ram, 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 ram. Ram, 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 ram. The next one is at the height of the heart, Anahata, green. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Next, the throat, Vishuddha. Color is blue. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. The third eye, Anya, the color is indigo. Om, 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 om. Om, 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 om. Now the crown, violet. One long sustained Om. Just allow the breath to carry the sound through until you run out of breath. Inhale. One more. Imagine you're trying to make the sound reach the ends of the universe. Inhale. Three rounds of pure fire pranayama. So imagine the best of the best coming into the body and purifying everything. But remember again that the biggest purifier is ahimsa, which is compassion, seeing yourself in all beings. So we're inhaling through both nostrils for 4 counts, holding a breath, hugging your nose at the same time, engaging the throat through root lock, third eye attention. That's for 12 counts. Exhale through the left side. Left hand in Yana Mudra, on the left knee, right hand, second, third fingers fall down, turn the palm towards you, and then the thumb is used for the right nostril, the right ring finger for the left nostril. That's for the breath retention. So, getting ready, empty the lungs. Completely inhale, 2, 3, 4, fill up the chest, hold breath, and the chin on the chest, keep the chest high, third eye attention. Contract the root muscle, pull them up towards the navel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale to the left side, release the locks. 2, 3, 4. Completely empty by the last count. 8, 6, 7, 8. Inhale again through both nostrils. Fill up the lungs, raise the chest. Then hold the breath, chin on the chest again, third eye attention. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale to the left side again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time, inhale. Fill up the lungs, raise the chest. Hold the breath for 12. All you touch in the space between the eyebrows, everything stops, all activity of the mind, all the movements of the body, even the emotions frozen. Exhale to the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right hand back on the right knee in Yana Mudra. Take your attention to the crown. going to chant the sound SUM, S-U-M. Concentrate on the M part of the sound to help produce vibrations that will help to make the mind sharp and clear. Inhale. SUM. One more time. Inhale. Touch up the crown. SUM. Allow those lingering effects, those vibrations to further clear and sharpen the mind. And with our mind in this state, try to see yourself in all the forms throughout the practice. Most of all, see God in all the forms, in the beautiful and graceful way that God manifests in every form. So now let's begin the practice. Come to standing. Let's begin with some warm-ups just to prepare the body for the practice. Stand with your feet about 10 inches apart. Let's do breathing for inner healing to promote healing in all the senses. Bring the arms in front of the body, the wrists the height of the shoulders, the fingers dangling loose, so it looks like a tap. From the heart, inhale up to the crown. 3, 4, draw the healing energy right up there. 6, 7, 8, holding it all at the crown, hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, making it available to all beings. 6, exhale now out through the arms. Imagine all the impurities draining out of the body, like along with the breath. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale from the heart to the crown. Draw all the energy up there through your attention. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it again at the crown. Hold the breath. 2, 3. Keep your attention there to keep that healing energy there. Then exhale out through the arms again. Send even more of the impurities out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale from the heart up to the crown. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding at the crown. Imagine all beings tapping into that healing energy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, send all the remaining impurities out of the body. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring your arms down now, and we'll continue with the warm-ups. Start to pretend you're the body moving all by its witness, watching the body move all by itself. Start to swing from side to side. Feel as though the arms are heavy ropes hitting the body. And then start to move the shoulders more quickly. Feel as though the arms were dead. Just start to shake it up, move your head from side to side. And then start to slow it down. And then bring your hands on the hips. Circle the head. Feel as though the head were very heavy, sitting on its pivot. Just allow the head to roll. Try to see the floor in all the directions the head moves around. And change the direction of rotation. Shoulders away from the ears. But try to get the ears to the shoulders, the chin to the chest, back of the head to the top of the back. And now bring the left foot forward a little bit diagonal stance. Right arm swings forward 4 times. And then backwards, circle it. Forward. And go back. Forward again. And go back. And then change sides, the right foot forward, and then the left arm swings forward. Feel as though you had a weight in your hands to give it more momentum to swing, and then go backwards. And forward again. And back. Imagine you're about to throw a ball. And back, forward. And back. And then bring your feet equidistance apart. Bring your arms up. Take hold of the opposite elbows and bend to your left. Go to the right. And just switch from side to side. Stretch the side body. Try not to make wrinkles in the underside of the body. And then come back to the center. Make little circles with your head and shoulders mostly. The hips stay quiet. And then start to bring a little bit more movement. Make the circles a little bit bigger so the chest and the upper back come into the movement. And finally, the whole torso swings down, making large circles in front of the body. And coming right up, and then circle in the opposite direction, head, shoulders, neck. A little bit more now with the chest and the upper back coming into the movement. And then the whole torso. Use momentum of the torso swinging down to come up, to carry through the circle gracefully. And coming right back up. Now release the arms here. Shake up the wrists, move the fingers very, very rapidly. You can spin your hands around. Just fling your hands in any which way you like. Now lion's breath. So we're going to come down to squat. As you come into squats, allow your eyes to go big and the tongue to hang out of the mouth. So you want to look like a lion that's pouncing. So together. One more. And coming up. Take your arms out to the side. If you need to hold on to something or place your hands on a wall, you can. And just swing the right leg back and forth. Try to bring your knee all the way to your shoulder. Roll the head back and the leg back. Of course, do it with mindfulness. Loosen up the hip. And then the other leg. And release. Okay, so now stand with your feet together, your chin on your chest in humility pose. 6 counts to come up. So we're working our core muscles, working our toes. Halfway up, we lift the heels and lift the palms. Inhale. 2, 3. Lift up off the heels. Keep rising up. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3. Palms down. 2, 3. Inhale. Feel the arms folding up by themselves. 2, 3. Lift up higher. Lift up off your heels. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3. Heels down. Palms down. Control it. 2, 3. Inhale again. 2, 3. Lift up. Be strong but graceful. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3. Palms down, heels down. 2, 3. One more time. Inhale. 2, 3. Float up. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3. Slowly heels. 2, 3. Bring your chin back down onto your chest. Stand again in a stance that embodies humility. And remain humble throughout the practice. Let go of all expectations, all attachments to results. Dedicate the fruits to God and to all beings everywhere. So now let's begin. Come to the front of the mat. Surya Namaskar and some variations. Bring your hands to the heart. Imagine the sun shining down warmly on you and brightly. And think of the light and the warmth of the sun as representing the wisdom and the love of God. So move together as one like a school of fish. Raise your arms up over the head. Arch the back. Bring the arms back over the head. Come forward and down into Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs, head down. Right foot back into a lunge. Sink down to the seat, lift the chest. Then come into high plank. Lower down the knees and bring the seat all the way back behind the heels. Come forward, brush your nose to ground into Cobra. Bring your chest forward, bring your head all the way back. And then come all the way back again. Seat behind the heels 2 more times. Glide forward between the arms. Tug at the floor with your arms, propel yourself forward with more power and ease. 1 more time. Bring the seat all the way back and pull your body forward between the arms. With the head, bring the head back, roll over your toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Allow the heart to melt between the hands. Look forward, right foot steps forward, quietly to the head. Sink down to the feet. Bring the feet together, chest on the thighs, head down, Uttanasana. Come right to steady, reach up and back. Bring the hands back to the heart. Again, don't worry about the breath. Just move the body in a way that feels natural and comfortable with the breath. To keep that uniform and steady. Left foot back, sink down to the seat. The breath will figure out what to do and deliver ease and fluid movement. Bring the seat all the way back behind the heels. Glide forward between the arms. Come up into the Cobra. Bring the head back. Send the seat all the way back behind the heels. Once again, glide forward smoothly. All the movements link together seamlessly. All the way back again. 1 more time, brush your nose to the ground. Come forward. Shoulders back, throat open, heart open. Into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Allow the line in the back to soften, the head comes down. Left foot steps forward to the hands. Sink down to the seat, push the seat in. Bow to the legs, gesture of humbleness, the head comes down. Come all the way to standing, reach up and back. Return home, hands to the heart. Lift up, go down, Uttanasana. Right foot back into a lunge. Into the plank. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down. Glide forward into the Cobra. Adho Mukha Svanasana. All the movements so soft and gentle, but exude power at the same time. Right foot forward, sink down to the seat. Feet together, chest on the thighs. Come up, reach up, and back home, hands to the heart. Imagine all beings experiencing this through your body. What you feel is what you transmit to others. So try to feel good through the practice. Left foot back. Don't go to a place of pain and suffering and anxiety. This is not what you want to transmit. Ashtanga Namaskar. Knees, chest, forehead down. Come forward into the Cobra. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sink down again. Soften in every sense of the word. Left foot steps forward. Feet together. Uttanasana. Bow to the legs. Come right up. Reach up high. Standing salute. Hands back to the heart. Adding on. Reach the arms up. Go down. Forward fold. Fold the body in half. Bend the knees. Chest on the thighs. Join the hands behind the back. Push the chest towards the knees and then push the body into your legs. Uttanasana. Now if you're flexible, might get your legs all the way straight, your body glued to the front of the body. The forehead to the shins. hands beyond your head. Then release the hands, bring them down beside your feet, right foot back. Lower the knee down, sink down to the seat. Raise your arms up over the head. Exhale, sink the hips forward, allow the head to fall back, the arms to circle down. Inhale, rise up, tuck the tail under, pull body down the hips. Exhale again, circle down. Inhale, feels on the arms, starting right at the hip joint. Pull the body up on the hips. Exhale, circle down, allow the head to fly back. Now plant the hands, swing the left leg all the way up into Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Come forward, shoulders over the fingertips. Squeeze the elbows in towards the body as you roll your chest down slowly between your hands. And then the toes touch down beside the other ones, right up into Cobra. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. The right leg comes up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana, three-legged dog. Look between your hands again, step the foot between your hands. Lower the back knee down, sink down to the seat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sink the seat forward, bring the arms back. Circle them down. Inhale, come up again. And sink down to the seat. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lean away from the legs. Get even more length in the spine. Plant your hands and step your left foot into the right. Chest on the thighs, join the hands. Telescope the chest forward and dive the head down towards the feet. Uttanasana, forward again to the shins. Try to push your legs back with your body. Gesture of humility. And then release, bring your arms up over the head. Arch back. Hands back to the heart. Inhale, reach up and back. Hasta Uttanasana, standing salute. Fold down, body on your legs, chest on the thighs, join the hands. Push the chest forward and pull the body in towards the legs. The forehead comes to your shins, your hands come over the head. Pull hands further away, forward from the head a little bit more, stretch the arms. And then release, bring your hands down beside your feet, left foot back, lower the seat down, lower the knee. Inhale, raise your arms up again. Exhale, turn to the right, allow the arms to circle down gracefully. Inhale again, swing the arms up. Exhale, turn to your right, allow the arms to come down. Inhale, feels like you're doing a divine dance of devotion. All the movements graceful, all the movements exhibiting divine love. Plant your hands. Sweep the right leg all the way up and back, three-legged dog, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come forward, shoulders over your fingertips, and then again, bend the elbows, bring them close to the body as you lower your chest down. The toes come down, the body comes up. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Back into downward facing dog. Lift the seat up and back, the head comes towards the ground. Left foot comes up again. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. And step the foot between your hands. Move your shoulders forward over your fingertips so the foot doesn't land a big heavy thud. All the movements done in a way it doesn't jar the attentions of the witness. Raise your arms up, lift the seat, and then turn to your left. The arms come down. Inhale again, bring the arms up. Just watch the body move by itself. Bring the arms down. Inhale. Exhale, open up to your left. And then bring your hands back down in front, turn forward, bring the right foot into meet the left. Chest on the thighs, join the hands, push the head forward, the chest comes forward, and exhale. Uttanasana, bow deeply, forehead to the shins. And then release, come all the way up. Arch back, hips forward. Hands back to the heart. Lose yourself in the sensations. Keep on cultivating your imagination by coming into beautiful sequences, creating new sequences and thinking it anew every time you try it. Bring your hands down. Now bring the right leg up, extended standing split. Good. And now see if you can close the gap between your body and leg. Pull your body right against your leg. The right leg comes up higher like a needle. Right foot over the left. Now getting ready for Virabhadrasana one. Bring the right foot back down. strong stance. Come up strong and mighty like a warrior. Bring your arms up over the head. If you can, arch back, bring your arms back, and then again allow the arms to circle down. Now from here, plant your hands down on either side of the left foot. Swing your left leg up, three-legged dog. Good. Now go into downward facing scorpion. Open up the hip, allow the knee to bend. Those who can walk can drop all the way the foot down to the ground to the right, coming into wild thing. Maybe moving all the way just short of Urdhva Dhanurasana. And then come back the same way. Press into the right hand. Keep your right hip high. Right back into three-legged dog. That's it. And then step the foot again between your hands. Strong stance of the warrior. Come up. Raise your arms up over the head. And then back over the head. And then circle your arms down. Allow the head to fall back. Plant your fingertips down. Inhale. Pull the right leg up. Extended standing split. Full standing split. The foot comes up higher. The body against the leg. The forehead to the shin. And then bring the right foot back down. Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs. Head down. Come all the way up. Open yourself up to divine grace. Tap into consciousness and movements. Think about what they're saying. Offering yourself up to God, but being humble as well. Raise your arms up over the head. Come down gracefully into Uttanasana. The other side now. Slide your hands forward if you like. Come onto your fingertips. Give you more room. Lift the left leg up. And then full standing split. Try to get your left foot right over the right and the nose to the shin, the body right against the leg. Bend the front knee. Set up for warrior one. Bring the left foot down. Inhale, come up like the strong warrior. Bring your arms up over the head. If you're comfortable, arch back. And just allow the arms to separate and float down. And plant your hands on either side of the front foot. Swing that right foot right up again. Ekapada Adho Mukha Savasana. Bend the knee, come into downward facing scorpion. Turn toward the look underneath your right arm. And if you feel like you can drop the foot right down to the ground, coming to wild thing. Go to your left. And then come right back the same way. Push off that left toes, the left hand, and raise the right leg all the way up. Beautiful. Send the foot between your hands. All the movements quiet, graceful. Keep watching the body moving by itself. Raise your arms up over the head. Circle the arms down. Allow the head to fall back. Then plant your fingertips down. Raise the left leg up. Extend standing split. Full standing split. Nose to the shin. The left foot comes up way over the right. And then bring the left foot down. Uttanasana. Close the body down and get onto the legs. Come all the way up. Reach up and back. Arch back. Hands back to the heart. Keep exploring the forms. You know you've done a pose thousands of times. Think of it as a new experience every time. Bring your hands down beside your feet. Now from here, you have a few choices. You can just rock back and forth, lifting your heels, with your shoulder and fingertips. You can do this a few times. If you feel comfortable, you can press into your hands and lift up into a tuck. You have to really push down to the ground, hold the breath, and then gently put your seat right over your heels on palms. Good, beautiful, nice. Then you can extend the legs. The fourth one, bend your elbows and back into Chaturanga. It's one time. That's it. Into upward facing dog. So just stay here, pull the shoulders back. You can bend your toes under if you like to make it a little bit easier. Push your hips forward, your chest forward, and your head back, your nose up. Feel like a dog howling at the moon. Lift up out of your lower back. And then back into downward facing dog. Now here, make like a dog, imitate a dog stretching its back. Dharma, he says you have to learn to copy on all levels, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So be like the dog, exhibit the loyalty of the dog to its master. Stretch your back like a dog, and twist again, try to find the way God manifests in this form. Now from here, lift up the heels, bend the knees. You can take a few, try to get your hips over your hands, or again, you can just move forward your shoulders over your fingertips. So whatever you feel comfortable with. But grip the floor like you're a Spider-Man or Spider-Woman, and just try to hold your breath, please come up to find the balance. So do this about 3 times. Beautiful, everybody, nice. Float up, just watch, that's it. Nice. Beautiful, everybody. Okay, now next time, land your feet at the hands. There you go. Pull the body down onto your legs. Come right up. Arch back, hips forward. Approach a true nature, which is formless, which is infinite. Bring the hands back to the heart. One more variation. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch the body with more even ease, more ease and steadiness and grace. Bring your hands down. Now slide your hands forward. Raise your right leg up again. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Extend standing split. And then pull the body again against the leg. Standing split. Now lift your head and chest again. Again, really grip the floor with your hands. Really, like you're gripping like you have sticky pads on your finger pads and the heels your palms, your base your fingers. You either just lift your left heel up, try to bring your heel up so that your shoulders come over your fingertips. Your toes are right between your wrists. Or you can see if you can float up 3 times. Or not. So imagine you have the hands of God wrapped around your waist. Pull yourself up. Then you can bring your left foot up to the right and back into Chaturanga. That's it. Yeah. Beautiful. Into upward facing dog. From upward facing dog, put the chin in, round your back. Sink your heart coming back into downward facing dog. And then again, transition. In between, rounding the back. And then uncoiling. Back the other way. Round your back. And melt the heart between your shoulder blades. One more time. Roll forward. Tuck your chin in. Into upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. And then bring the right foot between the hands. Again, toes roughly just a little bit behind your wrists. Bring the left leg up. Extend standing split. Full standing split. Nose towards your shin. Then you want to keep the right hip up really high. Press into your hands. Again, you can pulse up and down, up off that right heel if you don't feel like come up. Or press into your hands. Keep your arms straight. Hold your breath. And see if you can pull the foot right up off the ground. You have to press through the base of the left toes as well. This will drive your alignment up. So eventually bring your right foot up to your left if you like. Press into your hands and roll both feet down. That's it. Good. Pull the body down onto your legs, Uttanasana. Come all the way up. You're jumping back. Bring the hands back to the heart. Stay for a moment. From the solar plexus, that source of inner power, inhale up to the space between your eyebrows. Send all your power there to make it available to all beings. Exhale back down to the solar plexus. Inhale again, up to the space between your eyebrows. Keep on sending your power up there to empower others. Exhale back down. This is where you're trying to keep that passageway clear so that energy can continue to rise. And release. So let's try some balance poses now. So standing on your left foot, start off with ballet pose. Take hold of the right heel from the inside, thumb behind your heel, and see if you can raise the leg and the arm at the same time. You can always lean against the wall if you need, stand against the wall if you need to. Try to get your legs straight. So it might be at the shoulder height. If you're more flexible, bring the leg up higher. Lean a little bit to your left so you can get your toes and your fingers at the same height. Beautiful, that's it. Like the toes. Good. Now from here, bring the foot into your tree. You can either do the normal tree with your foot against the inseam. If you have a lotus, bring your foot into your half lotus. Point your knee down. And then bring your hands down to the heart. Raise your arms up. Lift up through the heart. Try to imagine that you're soaking up the sun and the warmth of the light and warmth of the sun to make yourself even more abundant in your offerings. Become the tree. Now bring your hands down. From here, bend your standing leg, bring your fingertips to the ground, and come down onto your heel. Sit on your heel. So option here, if you want, bring the right hand around, see if you can grab the big toe. Keep sitting on your heel, and see if you can raise the left arm up. If it's too much, if you don't have a lotus, you can also just have your foot sitting somewhere on your thigh like this, okay? And just do your best. And then you can see if you can bring one hand up, maybe both hands up. So lots of things you can do. And then release. Now push into your hands and lift back up. Okay, so this is an option here. There's a couple of options. You can either do flying crow, so you bring your foot a little bit out to the hip crease, you don't have a lotus, and just wrap your toes around the upper arm, close to the left shoulder. Lean forward into your hands and so you can pick up your left foot. Extend your leg. If you want to try the lotus handstand, you can. The trick is to really push your foot into the hip crease so that you engage in the lip arm and press into your hands. And then see if you can come up. Okay, so take a few jumps. Look, you can see if you can come into full lotus. Okay, so give that a try. Remember, it helps to hold your breath. So you want to try to get your foot to press into your hip crease really firmly. That's it, Janique. Good. Make sure your foot's not too far away from your hands when you come up. You just waste a lot of energy. That's it, Nicola. That's it. Beautiful, Miro. Press into your hands. Hold. Yes, that's it, Janique. Good. All right, one more try. That's it, Georgia. Beautiful. Nice. And release. Beautiful. Come down. And we're going to come back up. Try the other foot. Just remember, just try to see yourself in a practice you're trying to attain. Imagine yourself in it. And one day the body might just go there, might obey. Take hold of your left heel now. Come up into your ballet pose. Just try to embody all the characteristics of that being that you're representing. We're all dancers in a sense. We're all trying to play the role of the character. Come into character. And lift up. Now into your tree pose. Whichever variation you like, the regular tree like this, or the lotus if you have the lotus. And then bring your arms up. Rise up tall. With the navel into the front of the spine and look up. Every pose saying, I'm yours to do your service. And from here, make way to come down. So make your adjustments as you need to. If you can keep your foot in lotus, then keep it. Sometimes for you to go down, it's easier to take your hand around the back to bind the toe if you're doing that variation before you come down. So whichever. Or if you don't have a lotus, just have your foot somewhere on your thigh, on your knee, close to your knee, and sit on your heel. And so you can take your hands up off the ground, maybe even just one hand. So again, really push into the base of the toes. That's it. And when you're getting to the really challenging part of the pose, hold the breath. Nice. And then press into your fingertips, hard to lift your seat back up. And from here, again, try your arm balance if you like, your flying crow, your handstands. Really push the heel right into the root. That's it. Move your shoulders forward so that they come over your fingertips. That's the idea. That's it, Shanik. A little bit higher. Really push into it. Yes, yes, that's it. That's it. Coming. Hold your breath, remember. When you hold your breath, when you come up, it stills the mind. It takes away all the distractions. The body becomes quiet. Beautiful, Miro. Good. All right. Come on, Nicola, you've got this. Push into your hands. That's it. Make sure your foot doesn't slide back. Nice. All right. That's a beautiful variation. All right. Now, calm back down. Make ready to come back up. So come to the back end of the mat. Join your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Take a step forward with your left foot. And then bring your head down towards the knee, about the height of the knee, and raise your right leg up. If it's too much to keep your hands closed, just open them up. Pretend you're a gliding eagle, just skimming the surface of an ocean. Just really try to imagine yourself in a form. Picture it in your mind, that eagle or that bowed tree, and then just try to imagine yourself as that form. That's it. Beautiful. Try to get your foot higher than the head. Nice. Then from here, bring the left hand down. Turn to the right, out of Chandrasana. Raise your right arm up. Turn your body sideways. Then bend the knee if you can to hold the foot. If it's accessible, push the foot away from your seat. Open up a little bit more. You should feel like a bow pose. And then look down, look forward, come up. Press into your left foot. Take a half breath in to come up so you float up lightly. And you can do whatever version of dancer you know. So you can do this beautiful version here. You can take both feet in your hands, both hands to the foot if you like. If you know the overhead one, you can try that one as well. Embody the grace and the poise of a dancer. Now from wherever you are, let go of the knee. Bring the knee forward. A couple of options. Take hold of the knee and lean back. So that, or you can take your left hand to your hip. Take hold of the big toe with your two-piece fingers, your thumb, and then lean back with the leg up higher. And then release. Good. Now try it on the other side. Come to the back end of the mat again. Either fly your arms out to the side or join them together, interlace your fingers. Step the right foot forward and come down gracefully. Otherwise, if you lose your balance, you can always take index fingers to the ground. Raise the foot up nice and high, and then bring your arms out or together. curve the spine. Bring your head forward a little bit. Make sure you don't jam up the back of the neck too much. And then release. Bring the right hand down in front of the right foot. Turn to your left. Ardha Chandrasana. All the transitions quiet. Straighten out the standing leg if you can. And then bend the raised leg. Bring the foot in your hands and push the foot into your hand, away from the seat. That's it. Open up the hip. And then look down. Soften that right knee a little bit. Take a half breath in. And this helps to lighten your body to come up into dancer. And again, you can do the different forms. Use your imagination to create beautiful forms in your mind that your body can realize. You only go as far as your imagination. Release the foot carefully. Bring the knee in front. Turn the toes out to the right foot a little bit. And then lean back, bring your chest to your thigh. You can stay here or take your right hand to your right hip, anchor down the hip. Take your two peace fingers and your thumb to wrap around the big toe. And then see if you can raise the leg up higher as you lean back. Soften the standing leg a little bit. Good. Nice. Good. And release. So now, let's come to the back of the mat again. I'm going to do it this way, as you can see. Take a big step forward to left foot, lower the knee down, and just sink right down to the seat. So come into a low stance. You bring your left hand to your left knee, your right hand slides back to the right foot. Curve your body, lean away from the leg. Push your chest forward, lift your body above the hips. Now from here, try Kuntasana, spear pose. So if you can, bring the back foot up. Depending on your flexibility, you might be holding the foot here. This is okay. If you can, press the foot. Your knee should be a little bit to the right, a little bit towards the edge of the mat. So you can reach across with your left hand. And if you can take your foot, or even if you have a strap, if you can't reach the foot, you can use a strap and hold on to the strap. And then bring the right arm out. Okay, if you're very flexible, you might be able to lift your body up a little bit and tuck your foot underneath the ribs. And then do this version. That's it, Georgia. Beautiful. That's it. Good. Now from here, you take just move the foot into the crook of the arm. Just like that. The foot's close to the shoulder, the fingers are close to the ear. The left hand comes around, bind the fingers together into swan. Then you try to push your foot away from your shoulder. If you can't hook your hands together, it's okay. Bring your left arm up. Now those of you who want to try to come into another version of Kapyasana, you can bring your elbow in front of your face, take your toes from above, and just let your left shoulder come forward. Allow your head to drop all the way back, and just move your foot to your left, and then your foot might land on your head, and bring your arms up. So always finding all these little tricks through practice to find your way more efficiently and easily into the poses. That's it. Beautiful. Break the pose. Bring the right foot down. That's beautiful forms, everybody. Lizard. Walk the left foot out to your left a little bit, and then just fall to the right. Anchor down to the right hip, anchor down to the right forearm, roll to your left, and then press down the left forearm. And then here, if your hips are on the ground, see if you can get your belly down. Imagine the hand of God on the back of the heart, just gently encouraging you to come down. Eventually, your chest may come right down between your arms, your elbows. And if your chest comes all the way down, you can do other variations. You can wrap your left arm around the side of the foot. You're flat on the ground. And then your hand comes underneath your knee. It comes from the outside, and then you hold your right wrist, your left hand. Your left shoulder is just on the foot. That's it. Beautiful, Marisol. That's it. Make sure your knee doesn't fall away from your shoulder. It's not. It's perfect. It's good. Good. Try to flatten out your left hip a little bit more, Nicola. Okay, so you don't have your left hip way higher than the other one. Beautiful, Georgia. That's it. Beautiful, Miro. All right. Now from here, inhale, come up halfway. Lift your seat up a little bit, and see if you can bring your shoulder in behind your knee. Okay? And then from here, lift the back knee up. Take your right hand around the outside of the foot. Tuck your chin in and see if you can bring your back of the head in behind the heel. Some of you might be able to actually get your head to the other side of the foot. If your head's on the ground, you might be able to come into a deeper version of Humble Warrior. You would then join your hands behind your back. This will only work if your head's on the ground, I think. So you do this version here. And so try another one where you bring your fingertips on the ground on either side of the foot, like you're doing a headstand, and see if you can raise the right leg up. Hold your breath again. You have to push with the back of the shoulder. That's it, Miro. Good. There you go. Come onto your fingertips. Turn your hands the other way. So your fingers are like Dharma shows when you do the headstand. That's it. Lift your palms. That's it. Press into your fingertips. There you go. That's it. And release. Come back down. So from here, we're just going to keep your legs there. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. So just turn to your left. And then if you can, you don't have to, but if you can sink your hip right down to the ground, go ahead and take your thumb to your hip crease and roll the left thigh out and down. If you're more flexible, you can come right onto your side. You can bring your head onto your hand and just pull the left knee away from you. Just be mindful, of course, don't overstretch, don't go to a place of pain or anxiety. Remember how your feelings to extent affecting everybody. We don't want to hurt anybody through our own action, through our own experience. Then from here, bring your knee back. Bring your hand just in front of the shoulder and lift your hip up, away from the ground. Slide your right foot in so that you can flatten your big toe down on the ground. From here, you're in a perfect position. Lift your hip up to take your knee up right into Vasisthasana. Okay, so you want to have your hip high, your left big toe on the ground. Yeah, that's it. If it's not possible, you just do the regular side plank. Then from here, slowly bring the left hand back down into three-legged dog. Turn towards front, left leg up. And then bring your head down. If you can, take it right to the ground, just somewhere between your foot and your hand, your left hand. And see if you can walk your right hand back. And if you can, reach for the heel, the inside the heel, If you can step on your fingers with your heel, or you can bring your hand anywhere where it's suitable. If you can't get your head down, you might have your hand on your hip, on your outside of the leg. So whatever, again, is accessible to you. Good. And since we're here, those who want can see if you can take a few jumps up into headstand. So try a few times. That's it. Hold your breath. Come into stag. Good. Beautiful, Miro. And land the right foot back down where it was. And take your left foot in between your hands. Avivita Parsvakonasana. If you need to, you can lower your knee down. Raise your right arm up. Go to the outside of the left leg. Hands can be in Anjali Mudra if you like. If you know how to take a bind, go ahead. Left arm goes over your back. You fold the wrist with your your right hand, and spin your chest all the way around. Try to get your left shoulder at the same height as the right. Look up. Chest turned fully. That's it. You can keep your knee on the ground, remember, it's all good. Beautiful. Forward. Option. Slide your right toes in, your left hip over your left heel. You can see you can raise your right leg up. If it's too hard to do with a bind, just take your right hand to the ground, just underneath your shoulder. You can keep your hand on the seat if you like. If you turn your chest to your left, eventually you can raise your left arm up. Ardha Chandrasana, revolved version. That's it. Good, Georgia. That's it, Jenny. And from here, bring the foot down. And then just spin towards the long edge of the mat. Go all the way around to the other side. So you're facing the right foot. If you turn the wrong way, if you can't see the camera, just switch your stance so you can see. And lower the back knee down. Sink down to the seat. And again, back to the start. Bring the right hand to the right knee. Slide your left hand towards the back foot. Just curve your body. Pull the body by the hips. You have to get your seat all the way forward so you keep the balance. And then if and when you're ready, take your foot up. Try to get close to the shoulder. Remember, bring the knee a little bit more to the edge of the mat in front so the feet are offset. And if you can reach across and take the foot with your right hand, then do so and take your left arm out. Spear pose. Or again, you can lift up if you're very flexible and see if you can tuck your foot underneath your rib basket. From here, just allow your foot to slip into the crook of the arm. Fingers close to the ear, right hand comes around, bind your hands. And push the foot away from your shoulder. So think of a swan's neck. A swan's neck doesn't have any big sharp angles in it. You want to extend your arms. That's it. Look up, look forward. Or you want to try to put your foot in the head. Pull your foot close to your shoulder. Take your toes from above. And just slip your allow your left shoulder just slip out from underneath. Allow your head to hang back. And just move your foot on top of your head. Go to the right. Just visualize all these actions. That's it, Georgia. Beautiful. That's it, Marisol. That's it. Try to get your right heel down. It'll make it easier. Okay, so your right foot is flat on the ground. That's it, Miro. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. And then break the pose. Getting ready to come into lizard. So you move your right foot out to the right a little bit more. Fall to your left. You want to anchor down to the front of the left hip and the left forearm. Roll to your right forearm down. So you're doing a sphinx pose here. If your hips are on the ground, move your arms to the outside of the foot to gives you more space. And then just see if you can push into your forearms, pull the floor towards you. As you telescope your head forward, see if you can get your belly on the ground. Imagine again, just a soft hand of God on the back of the heart, encouraging you to come down. Beautiful. And if you have other variations, if you want to take a bind, go ahead. Right arm goes in front of the foot or on the outside underneath the knee and over your back. And then break the pose, come back onto your hands and see if you can you can keep your knee on the ground, take your right shoulder in behind the knee and then lift the back knee and turn the foot so your foot's flat. Take your left hand around the outside of the right foot. And here, tuck your chin in, see if you bring your body back. See if you can get the top of the head, the back head behind your heel. You keep pulling on your foot, you might be able to get your head on the other side of the foot. If your head is on the ground, your left side of your head, you can join your hands over your back and pull them over your head. Humble warrior. It's a deeper version of this. And if you want to try, you can also take your hands on either side of the foot, come into a finger stand, your palms facing towards you, your fingers facing away. Take a half breath in, and see if you raise the left leg up. So you have to bring your hips forward a little bit. That's it. Beautiful, Georgia. That's it. Got it. That's it, Shanique. That's it, Miro. Walk your foot in a little bit more. The back foot. That's it. Come off your palms. Come into finger stand. That's it. Push with your fingertips now. Push with the back of the shoulder. That's it, Marisol. Good. All right. And release. So your right knee is still up. Turn to your right and just allow your left hip to sink down. Take your thumb to the right hip crease and just allow the knee to roll out. And if you want, you can lie on your side. Rest your head in your hands. Just pull your knee away from you. Again, just mindfully take your attention to all those areas where you want to find release. That's where the prana will go. Your attention is like a magnet. You come back onto your hands. Put your left hand underneath the left shoulder, a little bit in front. And then lift your hips, slide your left foot in as much as you need to so you can get your big toe flat on the ground. It's important. And from here, keep your hip high. Keep pressing into your left hand. And this gives you power. And then turn your hips and chest up. Take your knee up. And then maybe take hold of the foot if you have the reach. So if you have that left foot flat on the ground and you have your hips high, imagine Urdhva Dhanurasana. It's the same action. That's it, Marisol. Good. Beautiful, Miro. Nicola, everybody's doing it. This is awesome. Good. Now release the right foot. Come back to a three-legged dog. Your right hand comes down and your head is down. Now you can see if you can take your left hand back and hold the inside of the left heel. Or again, wherever it's accessible. If your head's not on the ground, it might be pretty challenging to do that, and it may not be accessible, so you can bring your hand anywhere along the left leg. Now bring the right hand back. You might want to shorten your stance a little bit before you try to fly up into your handstands. So, and take a few jumps, come into your stag. Just keep trying, keep playing, be like a child. That's it, nice, everybody. Yes, take a hot breath in, and really grip with your hands. Hold the breath, beautiful. That's it. And then land your left foot back down where it was, and bring the right foot between your hands. Parivrtta Parsvakonasana. Lift up, left arm up, and go to the outside of the leg. You can bring your knee down, of course, if you need to. You can take a bind if you like. If your knee is up off the ground, make sure you're pressing the back knee up. Don't sag to the hips for the back of the knee. Keep this line straight from the heel all the way to the crown. Roll the right shoulder all the way back. Should look like you're lying on your back almost. Keep tugging on that arm, that's it. Beautiful, Janik and Nicola. Revolved Abhatandrasana, either with the blind or without. And you're at. Slide your left foot in. You want to make sure your right hip is right over the heel. You have breath in, hold the breath, and see if you get your left leg up. Gazing gently at the floor in front. And bring your left foot down. Back into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften everything. Relax. Now come forward into plank. Lower the knees down. Sit back into Sutta Virasana. So you sit between your heels, or depending on your knees, you can just sit on your heels and walk your hands back. So be mindful of your knees. If you can't, if it's too uncomfortable, you can just stay higher. If you can sit between your heels and come all the way down onto your back. If you make it all the way down on your back, you can take hold of your opposite elbows and pull the elbows far above your head as you roll the thighs in towards one another. Just try to create as much distance between your knees and your elbows if you're on your back. Now inhale, lengthen, feel the navel lengthening. Exhale, imagine everything just falling in. Imagine the belly button just sinking right down through the body into the ground. Deflate everything. Sink the seat, feel heavy. And then bring your hands to your heels, tuck your chin in, press your elbows, and bring your back up off the ground, and come back to seated position. Okay, so from here, headstand. So there's a few options. Of course, you can do whatever you like, but a few different things you can try. Nirlambasana, you can take your fingertips in front, your head, making sure your hands are wide enough. If it's too close, it's going to be hard on the shoulders, and it's hard to balance as well. So if you feel comfortable, you can come up. Nirlambasana, one leg at a time. Once you can feel the sameness, you can bring your legs up Getting pretty good at this, you can come more on your forehead, bend your knees, and try to bring your feet towards your back of the head. Okay, or that's too much. Hands in front, another variation. A little bit more steady here, so pull your shoulders in, press in the wrists, the back of the hands. You come up this way. Or even easier, come onto your fingertips. Make sure your hands are in front of your head, not the side, like this. It's over Heart of Gods. Keep your arms stretched and wide. And then here you can play with it. Okay, so give that a try. Or we can do any other variation of headstand. So go ahead. Beautiful, Janique. If you have a lotus, you can always go into your lotus, of course. It's beautiful, Miro. Georgia, gorgeous, beautiful line. Nicola, try to get your hands a little bit further behind your head if you can. That's it. Come onto your fingertips. Turn your hands the other way as well, so that's the idea. Beautiful, Janique and Georgia. Nice. That's it, Marisol. Good. Flex your feet. That's the idea. Beautiful, Nicola. Really nice, Marisol. That's it. That's it. Yeah, with control. Keep your attention on the space between the eyebrows. Just watch the body all by itself, standing there in stillness. Even if the body's moving, try to find that stillness. That's it, Marisol. That's it. Beautiful, Miro. Paolan, thank you for joining us. And release. Come down, relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. All right. Child's pose. Okay, so we're going to try something else. Try to come into forearm balance from headstand. If you don't feel comfortable with your head, you just stay in your headstand. But you have your elbows no wider than the shoulders, a little bit closer in than the shoulders. And then your head is pretty much between your wrists. Okay, so you're pressing just the tops of the head, the sides of the head against the wrist. Okay, and then so you bring one leg up, keep your knees bent and close to your body. So if you fall, you're close to the ground. Flex your feet, engage all the core muscles that you need to stay in the pose. And then really push into the arms, push into the fingertips, hold your breath, and see if you can lift your head. Sometimes it helps to tip your head forward and towards your fingertips. Okay, so it's easiest to keep your legs split like this. Okay, and then you can just eventually do little push-ups if you like. Just keep on bringing your head up and down to practice whatever if you're really steady at it. Or if you want, you can bring your feet into lotus. So just try to do it with your legs extended. If your legs are in a different position, it changes the pose, changes the experience. Remember, you can just keep your head on the ground, or you can do it with your foot against the wall. Okay, so you can just try it against the wall if you need to. That's it, Janique. Good. Now press into the forearms really hard. Hold the breath. Yeah. Good. Beautiful, Georgia. That's it, Nicola. Beautiful. That's the idea. So, Marisol, if you're doing it against the wall, you can do it facing wall. I'm not sure if you can see. Where am I? Okay. So, you would take one foot on the wall, your foot's about the height of the hip, okay, and then bring your leg up. My head's on the ground, unfortunately you can't see it from where you are, but just make sure you're not too far from the wall so that you can still touch the wall with your knee bent. Okay, and then just step your foot away. And then if you try to lift your head, you keep your foot on the wall and then just lift your head up. And when your head's up, you can pull your toes away from the wall. Okay, so you can do it. That's it. Awesome, Janique. That is beautiful. You okay, Marisol? All right. Now come down, relax, breathe in. Beautiful, everybody. And breathe out. Rest in child's pose. Next, shoulder stand. So you can come up the normal way on your back, or you can come up from bridge. I'll demonstrate three, okay? I'll demonstrate three options to get, depending on your level, you can do whichever one. So you can start in bridge if you like. Bring your hands together, bring your hands onto your seat, elbows underneath your seat. And just bring one leg up. Push your foot further back behind your head and allow your seat to be heavy in your hands. So you can bring your other leg up. And then push into your back, push your hips forward to come up. So that's one way. If you want to try the front entry from downward facing dog, you bring your hands down, your elbows down, and your forehead down. So you want to try to practice really rolling. Press into your tops of your toes. You have to bend your neck quite a bit. Your elbows are going to come off the ground at some point. That's okay. And then you just try to really control. Push with the heels, your palms to bring your shoulders down. Don't do this if you have neck injuries, obviously. And once your hands on the back, you can come up. So that's another way. Another way, which is kind of fun, but you have to have very mobile shoulders. You do it from Prasarabhatanasana. So if you get your head on the ground and your hands on the ground behind you, you can slide your hands further and then slide your hands back and then land on your arms, shoulders, and come up. So that's if you have, remember, just know your limitations, okay? So different ways to get into the pose. Go ahead. It's like you're doing a forearm stand, Marisol. Yeah, it's pretty, one's pretty challenging, but you bring your forearms on the ground and then your head has to be kind of behind your arms, sort of, okay? That's the idea, that's the idea. So the trick is just to keep the pressure on the hands so that you don't roll out of it, but that you got the idea. T'es capable, Georgia. C'est ça. Appuyez dans les mains, appuyez dans les... Yeah! Et voilà. Bravo. C'est parfait. Okay. Beautiful, Janique. If you want, you can bring your feet into lotus. Make your mind even more one-pointed. That's it. Beautiful. Once you're ready into halasana, if you have a lotus, keep your lotus. You can go into embryo pose. Bring your thighs against the body. Beautiful, Janique. If you feel you can, Janique, you can wrap your arms around your legs and join your hands underneath your seat. So you have to have your shoulders right over your hips. That's it. Just have your... C'est ça, ça vient. Ventre complètement sur les épaules, un peu pour que les genoux sont au-dessus de la tête. Okay? C'est ça. That's Nicola. Beautiful. Now from here, your hands to your back. Come down and bridge if you can. 1 foot at a time. So keep 1 foot over your head. So you can take that 1 foot that's coming towards ground and land it lightly. It should be a big heavy landing, a big hard fast landing. Soft. Once your feet are both down, your bridge, bring your heels together, keep your heels lifted, and just start to shimmy forward on your shoulders and elbows until you can hold your ankles. Once you have your ankles, push into your elbows, lift your head up off the ground, and bring your knees down. Your knees are separated. And then you can come onto the top of the head, couch pose. And then you can bring your arms, hold your forearms, and press your forehead against your wrists or your forearms. Or keep holding onto your ankles. If you'd rather do regular fish, you can do regular fish. Beautiful, that's it. Okay. Now from here, bring your hands beside your head and see if you can push off your fingertips and lift your head up off the ground. Some of you might be able to bring your hips all the way forward so your head is over your feet. So you might be able to land the top of your head right on your heels. And then bring your head back a little bit closer to your hands and see if you can press into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Lift up. Too much, you do bridge pose. Stretch your body. Beautiful, that's it. Nice. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Come off your heels. And lower down. Sink your back onto the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out, let go of all fatigue. Imagine you're fainting. And inhale. Imagine light coming to all the pores of the skin. Imagine this energy coming in. Exhale, send it all the way through the body. Feel recharged and rejuvenated. Now, come up to seated. Start off with Tadasana. So bring your feet forward, your soles of your feet together, and then just interlace your fingers underneath your feet. Cup your hands over your toes. Index fingers come to a point. Slide your elbows out. And just bring your forehead to the base of your toes, your chin on your heels. Allow your knees to follow into one another. Just allow your shoulders to melt away from one another as well. Breathe in. From the base of the spine all the way to the crown. Exhale back down to the base of the spine. Inhale, lift back up here. From here, you're going to come into Karmasana or modification. So you can either slide, depending on your flexibility, you separate your feet. Both your feet are facing towards front of that. Slide your shoulders, your elbows underneath. You can take hold of the edge of your feet, bring your forehead down towards the ground. If your shoulders are going easy underneath your knees, you can do Karmasana. Bring your hands just beside your feet, and your hands are facing the back, and you just slide your heels out. And the weight of the legs on the back of the arms will allow your body to come down. So your legs should be close to the shoulders. If you press on the elbows, it might be uncomfortable. If your hands are free, you can take your hands behind your back and join them together if you like. That's it. That's it, good. Now pretend you're a tortoise. Elongate your breath cycle. Try to make your inhales and exhales long as possible. A tortoise lives a long time because it makes full use of its breaths that it has. It makes them last long as possible. Good. And inhale, lift the head, come back. Okay, let's do it this way. So here, Titivasana. If you can, you hang your legs over your arms. So do this way so you can see. Okay, so you bring your legs over your arms close to shoulders and push into the backs of the knees. So do this for a bit. Just imagine trying to push your knees back. Eventually you can lean back and roll forward on your fingertips, press into your hands, and that action will allow you to come into Titivasana. If it's too much to do it this way, if you can't get up off the ground, you just start off standing. You bring your shoulders in behind your knees. You push your shoulders against the knees. Lower your seat, keep your head low. Walk your feet forward, lift the feet up. Other way you do it is you can squeeze your legs with your arms. Hook your toes together. And this is a little bit easier. Ujjayi. Okay, so lots of different options. Give that a try. If you're really good at it, do push-ups. Try to come down, bring your nose to the ground, and come back up. I know you can do it, Miro. Good. Beautiful. That's it. Lift your seat a little bit more, Nicola. Beautiful, Janik. Yeah, that's it, Marcel. That's it. Lean forward a little bit more. Really push to the base of the toes. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show another option for those who are, this is easy peasy, show another variation. So from Titivasana, you lean forward. You take your leg out from underneath and through into Astavakasana. And you come back the same way. It's clutch forward, oops, and then bring your other leg through. And back, okay? So give that a try. It's a test of endurance. So remember, if you're having trouble getting into Titivasana, start from above. So start with your feet on the ground, flat on the ground. Come from standing, place your hands down and lower your seat. And then walk your feet forward. Bring your head about the height, keep your head the height of the seat, and then just lift your toes. Okay, so. That's it, Janik. That's it, it's coming. Just curl your tail and really hold your breath as you're trying to come through, okay? Et voilà. Just un petit peu. C'est ça. Keep the seat lifted. Make sure you don't let the seat drop. Okay? Et voilà. Make sure you don't have your hands too close, otherwise it's going to be hard to get your leg through. That's it, Nicola. You have to lift your seats a little bit more. Good. All right. That's it, Miro. There you go. You got it. Yeah. Lean forward. Beautiful. That's a nice transition. Okay. That's it. Et voilà. Bravo, Georgia. Okay. Release. Come down. Rest on your belly. Just put your hands stacked on one another and then just bring your forehead to your hands and just shake your hips. Imagine you're a snake shaking yourself out of your skin, your old skin. And place your hands underneath your shoulders, or you can start in space pose if you like, make your way to Cobra. So however you want to make your way to Cobra, you can start softly and then just work your way up. So it doesn't have to be too, you don't have to go to your maximum the first time, just make your way there gradually. Take your time, enjoy the journey, stay a little bit longer. So you train your body to just stay in the poses a little bit longer, surrender to them. Imagine having that boundless range of motion like this snake. You come down, relax. Learn to turn the effort off immediately. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, go again. This time maybe you can go a little bit further. If you like, you can try King Cobra. Start your hands a little bit further back alongside the rib basket, just below the rib basket if you can. Push into your fingertips and then lift up. Really pressing your fingertips and your body will come up. And if you can, move your hands even closer, right alongside the hips. Try to get the whole body up off the ground, just where the legs join onto your hips. That's where the connection to the ground starts. And then open up your legs, bring your feet up. Imagine you're trying to squeeze socks behind your knees. Point your toes, keep pulling your head up and back. Think more about height as opposed to an extreme back bend, like curving your head back. So just lift your chest, push your chest up, allow your head to drop back. You'll get the height. That's it, Meryl. Come onto your fingertips. You're so close. That's it. Beautiful, Georgia. If you want, you can try to reach around and hold your knees. That's it. Bring your shoulders back and relax. Come down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Now from here, let's try Shavasana. Okay, so first we're going to start the hands underneath our thighs. Tuck your shoulders under. And then throw the right leg up, catch it with your left leg. Just looks like this. And you can try to walk your foot in a little bit closer so that the foot is closer to the root so you can get your leg up higher. You want to feel a nice extension through the lower back. Reach out to the toes. Imagine someone's pulling your foot from behind. Beautiful. That's it. Straighten the leg, Marisol. That's it. Good. Yep. And then change legs. Want to tuck your shoulders underneath. That's it. Move your shoulders underneath. There you go. It's beautiful, Janique. Really nice extension. Georgia, nice. That's it. Move your heel in a little bit closer to the root. So you're, yeah, nice. It's beautiful, Meryl. That's awesome, everybody. Oh, amazing, amazing, Nicola. You're ahead of us. And then come down. Release. Relax for a moment. Okay, so to come to the full pose of this, show the way that easiest, well, for me anyways. So you bring your shoulders under, you press your hands down, you lift your feet, you press off your toes, and then throw the leg up, press into your hands, and see if you can push into your hands and get your legs up. Eventually you can bring your feet to your head. Okay, so be careful this one. If this is too much, you can do Bandha Garudasana. So this is a nice option. You pull your elbows close in. You bring your chest, sort of your shoulders down from your fingers, and then you lift one leg up, press into your hands, and you come up. Maybe like that. Okay, so you can even just stay like this. So it's a little bit easier to get up, just the way that your weight is distributed. Okay, so it's a little bit hard when your eyes are rest. So you can try one of those. Beautiful, Georgia. Amazing, Nicola. Press one foot into the other, Nicola. And then try to bring your feet closer to your head. Bend your knees. That's it. That's it. Getting very close. Make sure you don't fall over, eh? So make sure, try to keep your hips back a little bit so you don't. That's it. Beautiful. That's it, Georgia. Really nice. All right. And release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, one more back bend of your choice. Anything you like. Urdhva Dhanurasana, Scorpion, Dhanurasana, bow pose. Anything you like. Go ahead. Dancer even. So just think of a form, put yourself in the body of that form, and then go ahead. That's it. Good. Beautiful, Georgia. Nice, Shanik. Try to point your toes a little bit more forward so that they're not pointing out to the side. That's it. And then try to walk your hands towards your feet and lift your body up a little bit higher. Yeah, that's it. Good. Beautiful, Vero. Pull on your toes. Try to get your legs straighter. Lift your upper body up. Beautiful. Right. And release. Come down. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften. Now roll your way up. Coming into twist. Bring your feet together. Your knees together. Bring your left arm up. And then bring it out to the outside of the right leg. You can take your left hand behind, just down the back, and turn this way, push against the knees. If you can, you can try to take a bind. So you let your knees to fall towards your right, and really have to anchor the back of the shoulder against the leg. Slip your arm underneath. Your hand is beside your seat, and take your other hand around. You can use a strap for this if you like. Or you can even just bind one leg. Slip your hand in between your legs, underneath your right leg, and over your left thigh, and you can join your hands and then squeeze your knees together. So you can take a half bind. That's it. Those who have both legs bound, you can try to lift your feet, straighten your legs. So you have to lean back a little bit. Let's see if you can pick up your legs and balance on your seat. A little bit of a different twist. Roll shoulder, right shoulder back. Release, go to the other side. Nice. Left hand behind your back to start, right arm up, and twist to the left. And then if you want to take a bite again, bring your knees forward, so you get your shoulder down a little bit further. Take your hand underneath your leg. Join your hands. Lean back a little bit. If you have both legs, and see if you can lift your legs up. Just stay like this, it's okay. So whatever twist you like, keep your back straight. Break the pose. Lie on your back, Shavasana. So come onto your back. It's a very important part of the process, the practice. Is a wonderful anecdote for removing impurities from the body. So imagine with the inhales, just like the waves of an ocean, all the incoming gifts coming in, all that you need, draw it in through the pores of the skin. Imagine a tide coming in and inundating you with all that goodness. Imagine it all going right directly to the spiritual heart located in the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart. And then it all goes out, it goes to God who resides there as a result of all beings. And the exhales, just like the tide that just goes out back out to the sea. Imagine it taking out all the debris with it. Anything that you don't want, anything that negativity of any form, illness of any form. And as you make room for even more goodness to come in. Now, surrender completely. Make yourself completely receptive. All that negativity that dropped out, all the darkness, all the heaviness. Imagine it just coming right out of the body, so you're just as thin as cellophane, completely empty, so you can receive even more. Now, take your attention to your left foot. Relax it completely. The toes go limp. The foot completely softens. No tension anywhere. Lower leg. Feel as though the muscles dissolved. Became completely soft. No strength left in them. Leaving that lower leg feeling heavy. Going up, the knee is just inactive. It doesn't have any sensation. Just allows the signal to pass through to the upper leg. And then just allow that upper leg to just relax as well. All the muscles dissolve. The leg becomes heavy. The whole leg. sinking into the ground like dead weight. Now the right foot, bring your attention to the right foot. Allow all the toes to relax, go limp, lifeless. No feeling left in them. The foot as well, the rest of the foot, heavy, relaxed, hanging off the ankle lifelessly. The lower leg feels all the muscles were just hanging off the bones. Nothing but extra weight. All the strength removed. Nothing left but heaviness. And going up past the knee into the upper leg, thigh, heavy as can be, sinking into the ground. So, so heavy. The seat, the pelvis, feels all those bones in that area were just made of lead, anchoring the body down, feeling everything from the waist down just sink into the ground, depressing the ground as a result of that weight. Left hand, now the fingers just go loose, lifeless. The back of the hand, the palm soft, the wrist completely loose. The hand are just hanging off of it as though from a mirror thread. Relax. Lower arm, feels all the muscles there became like jelly, completely useless and listless. The arm just, lower the arm just dead. Elbow just serves to pass the signal through the upper arm to relax. Send that sense of relaxation up that left arm as well, the upper arm right up to the shoulder. The whole left arm dead, like the shoulder. It's holding it down. Arm lays there lifelessly. Right hand now. All the fingers loose, limp. Whole hand just hanging off the wrist lifelessly. The lower arm heavy. All the muscles completely relaxed. Again, the arm muscles feel like they're just hanging off the bone. And then that sensation extends all the way up the arm, into the upper portion of the arm as well, into the shoulder, the whole arm. Feeling like dead weight. Shoulders just rooted down into the ground, so heavy, across the upper back, between the shoulders. Start to move that sense of heaviness, great weight down the back, spreading all the way throughout the shoulder blade region. Then the shoulder blades just become very, very heavy. Imagine a big blanket made of lead just sitting on the body, causing everything to melt and sink into the ground. Just keeps going down the whole back, into the lower back, even in the area where there's a natural rise in the back from the body. Feel it just collapsing underneath the weight of that blanket, and that just falls. The lower back falls as well, melts into the earth. The abdomen, light, however, not heavy, no sense of discomfort. The chest as well, front of the chest, the front wall of the chest, still light, Even the breath of mosquito can move it. But all the organs within, it's as though they really were buried underneath that blanket of lead, those two become heavy, sinking into the ground, not even able to keep up their function. Soon they slow down to almost a standstill. Not even any circulation is happening. Blood is just remaining in its veins, stagnant, like a still water in a pool. The nerves frozen where they are, not even communicating with the brain. From the neck down, everything dead, like a corpse. The whole neck relaxed, no tension anywhere. Soft across the shoulders, collarbone, neck, and into the scalp as well. Feel it just spreading into the scalp. The head feels heavy as it presses down into your forming a little depression where it lies. The forehead, free of any signs of anxiety, completely smooth, no tension lines etched into it. The eyes as well, soft, gazing into the back of the eyelids, blankly, seeing nothing. Cheeks, nose, soft, the mouth relaxed, tongue resting in its bed, jaw relaxed, the teeth just comfortably set, no grinding, no clenching, no withholding tension. Everything completely relaxed. Inside the brain, having nothing to do now, body is quiet. It too comes to a state of quietness, as if it were a radio broadcasting station. You turned off all the channels. Radio silence. And in that quietness, bring your attention back to the heart and the mind. Just like that form that you imagined, completely empty, like a piece of cellophane or a little bag of cellophane, clear plastic, just completely free and getting bigger and bigger, more expansive with every passing moment. The mind can be completely open to all perspectives. The heart can be open to all beings. Be receptive. It's just a simple phrase, but so profound in its meaning. And through receptiveness comes the ability to improve our discernment, to be more receptive to others, to be more loving of others, accepting, non-judging, unconditionally loving, just like God the Almighty. So now repeat to yourself the following sentence 3 times mentally to ingrain in your mind and heart. I remain fully acceptive in heart and in mind towards all beings, all experiences. Prepare to carry that into the world now in your daily life, off the mat, in all your interactions. Prepare to sit. Prepare to come back from Shavasana in a way that is gentle and silent, mindful. Prepare to sit. Close practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send it out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so very much for coming and spending the morning relaxing with us. Thank you to Sri Dharma Mitra for joining us together and for giving us the fruits of this beautiful practice. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. So awesome to practice with you. Thank you for joining us, Paula, and I'm sorry that I'm so glad that you came. So thank you, everybody. I'm just going to turn off this recording just for a second.
Thank you, Just.